Well, more news. After a deadly riot at a Nebraska prison, a lot of discussion at the Capitol about Nebraska's troubled correctional system.
The governor, the director of corrections, and state senators all talking about these issues and how to fix them. WWT 6 News reporter John Chapman was in the middle of that discussion.
And he continues our coverage now live.
One thing everyone discussed today was time. How urgent is the problem in the correctional system, and how long will it take to address it? The Tecumseh State Correctional Institution last weekend. Smoke racing towards the sky. A prison uprising leaves 2 inmates dead, 2 staff members assaulted, 1 inmate shot. Fires started and property damaged.
Do you think you're in a crisis right now?
No.
Scott Frakes has only been the director of corrections since January. He's had to hit the ground running, and now he has to run even faster.
We're full in the sense of we've got every bit of housing space filled with inmates. We've got some recruitment and retention issues in some locations. I've got staff that have spent 2 years feeling like they were under fire.
There are some critical of the situation at Tecumseh, saying officials should have known this was going to happen.
It's easy after the fact to say we knew or should have known that something was going to happen, because there's always a potential for something bad to happen in a prison.
Director Frakes was being polite, but I'll be more blunt. Such comments are irresponsible and Monday morning quarterbacking.
The governor says they plan to analyze the condition of the state's prison system, and he will then discuss the findings this fall. Some members of the legislature believe the problem is more immediate, and today discussed legislation that would change the way criminals are sentenced and paroled in an effort to reduce the inmate population.
Overcrowding is a serious problem. We're over the limit, and at this particular point, unless we do things to reduce the level of population, we probably will face a federal lawsuit. And that's one of the motivating factors behind this legislation.
I think those men at Tecumseh are telling us we're not moving fast enough. I think that's the message that they're sending. And I think if we don't stop it now, we're going to see more of those situations.
Governor Ricketts expects to have a plan for the Corrections Department by the fall of this year. Hopefully the men locked up behind these walls will have the patience to wait for the results. With producer Roger Hamer, John Chapman, WOWT 6 News.